I'm Dr. Mark T. Wade, founder of the Virtual Summit software. I run a SaaS company that helps people build and run virtual summits. The problem we were facing when we hired UserActive is we we're in a scenario where the platform we had built, or the software that we had built on the platform, was expiring in about 4 months. So we were having to rebuild our software, our code, onto a different platform. So with that being said, we decided I didn't want to just build the exact same thing as it is. I wanted to actually improve it. So I reached out to Peter over at UserActive to help us essentially rebrand, rebuild, and improve the functionality of our software. Because as we've had it over the last 5 years, I call it Frankensteining it. The original aspect we had been, we built onto it over and over. So it kind of became something we had never even envisioned. So it was hard to actually build it out from the beginning with these end goals in mind. So we decided to actually do that. So we essentially rebuilt the entire platform based off of the designs, the mock-ups, the branding, and the improved functionality, which also included, doing customer interviews to find out what was where were the sticky points, what were the complications or the problems, taking that information, that data, and then kind of weekly going through and saying, okay, like piece by piece, how do we finish? How do we improve the software? I'll say it was a lengthy and challenging process, but it was also a very exciting and fun process. Active's service has dramatically helped us. Honestly, I don't know how I would have done it without them. So, being able to take what we currently have, knowing we were going to rebuild and rebrand it to be better and improved, having somebody guide me through each step of the way, and thinking of things, although I run a SaaS company, I'm not a developer as my background. So having somebody that could think of all of the little pieces that I may have overlooked and adding the insights into how to improve it, and of course just the talent of having it look great. I mean, I'm also not a designer, so there's no way I could have ever made it look the way we did. So with that being said, it also has, and this is not necessarily specific to the software, but it's also revitalized a new passion for me with the software, because we've been working with the software for 5 years, our virtual summit software, and now to kind of see it have a brand new look, a brand new functionality, and building, it's kind of re-inspired my dreams and visions for it, and how big and successful we can make it. If you're looking for somebody who actually cares, like they're not just in it for the money, like cares and puts, delivers more value than they take, then that's UserActive. I mean, working with Peter, he dramatically put his heart and soul into the project. I wasn't just a client. He cared, and it was almost like he took ownership over the project. Like he cared how it turned out, as if it was his software or his project, which you don't find very, very regularly anymore. So that was great. I knew every week when we had our meeting, it was kind of like Christmas for me. Like where I was going to see like get to unpackage the new stuff that we've created or mapped out. And he was very thorough. I mean, he was very clear from the very beginning exactly how the process will go. Very detailed. It wasn't confusing. I didn't know what was, I was explaining exactly what was going to happen, and that's how it happened. Absolutely hire UserActive again. Matter of fact, I've already booked them on the calendar for us to have a new a touch, like to touch base in about 4 to 5 months. Because after we've built out this, I'm already excited for the new features I want to build out. But instead of going back to the old Frankenstein model, I'd really like to put thought and consideration into how we build it out and make sure that it's in alignment with our functionality and our branding. So of course, I would highly recommend using Peter and UserActive.